Uh-oh. There appears to have been a coup for the warming mat, for the self-warming mat. Fury has now been pushed off of his table, and Rogue and Niffler have taken over. Poor Fury. He can't catch a break. I do have two more of these in my bedroom, so Fury does have a place to sleep. But he likes to be in the kitchen with Mama. And so does Rogue, and so does Niffler. I don't know. I need a bigger. The apartment's too small. I need a bigger place so I can have two kitchen tables or a bigger kitchen table. This is kind of why. I, you know, and for you folks, I did put up the. I had for you folks that saw the poll that I put up about how many cats are too many in a household, companion cats. We're not talking fosters or rescues. I had a comment that talked about that, and it was a really good comment. And I just wanted to, I thought that's an interesting poll. I'd like to see what my community thinks about that. Um, this is kind of why I feel that the person has a point. I don't know if I would limit it to five. I think you could go a little bit higher than that because I have Abra and Tora in here a lot because they're colony cats that go in and out. And when they're in here, it's a little bit tight, but it's still doable. I wouldn't go much above seven, I think. I think, maybe 10 would be max. And I'm in an apartment. And the only reason it works is because everybody knows everybody. They're all from the same colony. And as you can see, they get along really well. But we do have things like this where there are scuffles over resources. Um, Luckily, again, they all get along because they know each other and they already had the pecking order established because they grew up in the colony together. Well, Rogue was the only one that did, and he was a stray, but the young ones did. Niffler and Fury are cousins. Abra is Niffler's sister. Masu and Zuki are siblings. Tora, I think, probably fathered Masu, and just because of the family resemblance, I'm thinking they're related somehow. And so everybody knows everybody. They lived outside together, or they lived outside together, or they were put together at a very young age. And Rogue goes in and out too. He's an primarily indoor cat, but he's allowed to go outside for a little bit of fresh air under supervision because he lived with the colony too when he first showed up. But this is kind of a reason why it's like, okay, so if this is a prime spot, if you have think you have 20 cats, how are they you have to, you're pretty much your whole house has to be for the cats, and you have a very little living space of your own. And I don't think that's healthy either. So let me know what that poll, let me know what your thoughts are on the poll, and take into consideration, not just, we're not talking about, oh, okay, they all look fine because they are their litter boxes are clean and they get fed on a schedule. We're not talking about that. That's a very basic thing. We're talking about more complicated issues with these very large multi-cat households. Like bullying and spraying, and cats not having so many cats you can't afford to spay and neuter everybody. So cats end up breeding. Um, and everything, they might be perfectly, they might be, the household might be clean and tidy, the cats might be cared for, fed, and like I said, the litter box is clean, but there's more than that. There's the emotional toll that takes place on these cats. There's also other basic welfare issues, animal welfare issues involved here. um Let's talk about this. I'm curious what people think. But in the meantime, I have a coup going on. Maybe it was a bad idea to put that warming mat on there. So, whoever sent that, bless your heart, thank you so much. They very much appreciate it. These mats are really, really nice. I recommend them. If you're interested in this, you can just go on my Amazon wish list, and there's you can see there's a link there to them, and you can see I'm not going to bother putting a link here because it's on my Amazon wish list. You can see the product there if you're interested in not buying one for me, but buying one for yourselves. I'm not asking. Gotta make that very clear. I'm not begging for anything. I'm just saying these are mats seem to be really the cats seem to really enjoy these. I have a lot of different warming mats, and this seems to be like number one on their list. So, and it is really soft. They're nice and plushy. You can see they're nice and plushy. It's like that faux. It's really nice, and it's really cushiony too. And you can also, I haven't done it, but you can also make these into different shapes. Like you can make them into a little. Actually, I might get one of these for the kittens. That would actually work. I don't want to take these from the. I'll have to order one. I'll have to order another one for the kittens once they get a little bigger. I don't think I want it right now for them. Um, just because of cleaning. I don't once they're litter trained, and I have to figure that out. And we're getting my friend ordered some milk replacement. That's going to be here tomorrow morning, hopefully, and then I can get them in. I don't want to bring them in until I actually have the milk replacement because there's some that don't seem to be interested. They're not good eaters yet. The little black one's a really good eater, but the other ones are just kind of picking, and I don't want to really it's going to be kind of traumatic taking them from their mother at a young age, but I can't there's really no choice at this point because um as you can see, we got snow today, and it's supposed to now it's not terribly cold right now, and it just laid basically on the rooftops and the cars and things like that, surfaces that are colder. The other like the cement and the pavements and things, it melted, and they are in a spot where they do have a really the it's not good conditions for them. It's dirty and disgusting, but the basic shelter is there. And we'll talk a little bit of that as I get these kittens in. We'll talk more about how cats survive outside, and that Nika, compared to some female cats that give birth outside, Nika has a penthouse. I mean, it's sad, but that's the way it is. So, my plan is to get the kittens in tomorrow. Hopefully the delivery will come tomorrow. If not, I Sunday at the latest. I just don't want them coming in without having something for them. I don't, obviously I don't want to bring kittens in if I can't feed them. That's dumb. Um, and where they're at right now, it's a tarp, but the tarp is really it's like a heavy duty tarp that isn't it has a shape to it. I don't know how to explain it. It has a shape to it. The material's very the plastic's very thick and stiff. Don't say anything, Mark. And and so it holds the shape over their little nest box, and they do have a little plastic bin that they're using a nest box now. They should have straw in it rather than bedding, but I looked in, and it is nice. I mean, it's warm too because they have it right next to the house. They're getting the warmth from the house, and they're also getting warmth from a vent that goes out of the house. So they're getting warm air from that too. So it's really nice and warm under there. The kittens are doing fine. I checked on them last night. I'm checking on them. I'll check on them again this evening. And, I might go ahead and bring the black one in tonight. Nika's pushing them away, so she is in the process of weaning them. I'm just going to be speeding up the process a little bit because it's going to get brutally cold this weekend, and we're supposed to have snow again on Monday, and I think it's supposed to be something a little more major than what we had today. So I will keep everyone up to date on that. Please go over, do the poll, because I'm thinking of doing something with the results of that poll. So let me know what you think, and I will see everyone in the next one. Bye for meow.